Welcome back to my channel, Ramiro Boulder. Let's dive in and see what happened. Atin pong pakinggan ang panayam ng ANC kay dating Ombudsman Samuel Martires hinggil po sa mga desisyon niya sa kaso ni Senador Joel Villanueva. Kasi po, ang sabi po ng kasalukuyang ombudsman ay maituturing na isang secret decision ang ginawa ni dating Ombudsman Samuel Martires. Ano po? Na i-dismiss ang kaso ni Senador Villanueva kaugnay sa umano'y irregularidad sa paggasta ng public fund sa ilalim ng 2008 Priority Development Assistance Fund, PDAF, nung siya ay isang kongresista pa lang. Ano po? Upang maging patas po tayo, didinggin po natin kung ano po yung paliwanag ni former Ombudsman Samuel Martires. Ito na po
Well, joining us now, former Ombudsman Samuel Martires. Former Ombudsman, good afternoon to you. Thanks for joining us today. Welcome to the program.
Good afternoon, Carmina, and to your listeners, good afternoon.
All right, lots to talk about today. First of all, I am reading your statement, which you sent to us yesterday. You said that the Senator Joel Villanueva, filed a timely motion for reconsideration, which in 2019 you granted and reversed the decision.
Nag-file pala si Joel Villanueva ng motion for reconsideration sa ombudsman nung pag-upo niya nung 2019. Bago pa lang po siya nun. Kasi ang nakalagay sa kanyang dismissal order ay July 31, 2020, 2019.
During the Carpio Morales era. Let's zero in on that first. How would you define the timeliness of the MR filed? What is your definition of it being timely, former ombudsman?
Ito po, basahin po natin yung statement po ng ex-ombudsman Samuel Martires. Senator Joel Villanueva was dismissed from the service in a decision by Ombudsman Conchita Carpio Morales. He filed a timely motion for reconsideration which one granted and reversed the decision of Ombudsman Carpio Morales. Correspondingly, the cases against Senator Villanueva were dismissed. The motion for reconsideration was granted to lack of evidence because Senator Villanueva was representative of the CBAC party list and not a Buhay party list who was granted by PDAF funded project. The NBI likewise found that the signatures on the documents are different from standard signature of Senator Villanueva, ex-ombudsman. Oh, ito.
Well, a motion for reconsideration is considered timely filed if it is filed within the 15-day period that is provided for by the rules of the Office of the Ombudsman. So any motion for reconsideration that is filed out of time is considered as is denied by the Office of the Ombudsman.
When did the senator file his MR in 2016?
You know, this is a 2019 decision that I made. This is a 2016 case. I don't remember anymore the details of the case. All I remember is that I approved or I granted a motion for reconsideration filed by Senator Joel Villanueva and some other persons, other respondents in the case. That is all that I remember. On the details of the dates, I don't remember, except that I remember that the decision granting the MR was sometime in 2019, July of 2019, I think.
But if you cannot remember the details, why then did you say that he filed a timely motion for MR?
Because we are not that crazy, we are not stupid to be granting an MR that is filed out of time. The staff itself, the investigators itself, will recommend for the denial of the MR if the MR is filed out of time. We have time frames to follow. In much the same way that under the rules of court, motions before the courts have timelines also. You have to file this within a certain period. So I am very sure that this was the motion for reconsideration was timely filed by Senator Villanueva.
All right. But
I'm sorry to be saying bad words, you know.
No, it's all right. But that's not the only issue here, former ombudsman. Even the current ombudsman is saying, in so many words, there's some sort of veil of secrecy here when you handed down that decision in 2019. Was it a secret decision, as they're calling it to be, former ombudsman?
I'd like to throw back this question to the one who was talking a while ago, the voiceover. I don't know who was being interviewed.
That was Paulo Tamase of the UP College of Law. Go ahead.
The Supreme Court does not announce all of its promulgated decisions. Okay? Not every lawyer knows the decisions of the Supreme Court. Not every official of the government, lawyer, or lawyers of the Office of the Solicitor General would know the decisions of the Court of Appeals. Neither the Supreme Court nor the Court of Appeals nor the Office of the Ombudsman or the Office of the Prosecutor of the Department of Justice has that duty to be always, announcing the decisions they have made. Otherwise, if that will be one of our functions, wala na kaming trabahong gagawin kundi mag-announce na itong desisyon na ito ay pinirmahan ko ngayong araw na ito, itong desisyon na ito ay final ko labang kay Juan de la Cruz, itong desisyon na ito labang kay Juana de la Cruz ay dismiss namin. Yung mga ganon. Wala na kami gagawin.
Pero, former
But it
ombudsman...
doesn't mean that we are not transparent.
Pero, former ombudsman, one can also argue that by doing so, by announcing, then you will be performing your very mandate. Katulad nga nung sinabi ni UP College of Law Assistant Professor Paulo Tamase, nag-ugat po ang ombudsman sa tanod ng bayan. So for you to be able to announce it and inform the public, wouldn't that be tantamount to protecting the interests of the public? And that extra effort to be transparent. Go ahead.
With all due respect to that professor, I think kulang ang basa niya sa functions ng ombudsman, okay? The ombudsman, of course, is mandated to be transparent. No doubt about it. Any government office under the Constitution is mandated to be transparent. Kung nagbasa-basa si Professor Fader, it is not the function of the ombudsman to be conducting every day a press conference announcing that this is what I did, announcing to the people that I signed the order dismissing from the service Senator Juan de la Cruz. It is not the duty of the ombudsman to be announcing. Probably my predecessor was doing it. Probably my successor now is doing it. But I did not want to be glorified at the expense of people whose guilt are not yet determined by the court. Because the function of the ombudsman is just to determine probable cause for purposes of filing an information in court. It is now the duty of the ombudsman to prove to the court that there is proof beyond reasonable doubt. If the court is not convinced that there is proof beyond reasonable doubt, the accused is acquitted. So kung magpuputak ako ngayon, kung magpe-press ko na ako na nag-file ako ng case labang kay Juan de la Cruz, And later on, Juan de la Cruz is acquitted by the court. Hindi ko ba sinira ang dignidad ni Juan de la Cruz? Did I not destroy the reputation of Juan de la Cruz? Did I not destroy the family of Juan de la Cruz, especially if the case is about violation of the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act? Nirerespeto ko yung dignidad ng isang tao. Pinoprotektahan ko yung dignidad ng isang tao dahil karapatan niya yun eh. Let the court now announce that he was convicted, not us to announce that Juan de la Cruz was convicted by the court. I don't want to glorify myself at the expense of people who are convicted by the court, or at the expense of people who have cases before the office of the Ombudsman. If that is their hang-up, let it be. That is not my hang-up. That is not the values that was inculcated to me by my parents. That is not the values that was given to me by the Benedictine when I studied my law. Hindi ho yun ang tinuro sa amin eh. Ang tinuro sa amin, at yan nasa utak ko, irespeto mo ang dignidad ng iyong kapwa. Huwag kang maninira ng iyong kapwa para lang sumikat ka. Diba?
Former
Kaya
ombudsman.
ang tanong ko ngayon,
Yeah.
pati yung profesor, alam ba niya lahat ang kaso na dinidesisyon ng Supreme Court? Ngayon, kung hindi niya alam, sasabihin niya secret decision yun?
So
Now, let me ask also, why of all cases, this is the only case that fell into the table of the Ombudsman Remulla. Bakit ito ng kaso ni Joel Villanueva? Yang dami namang kaso sa Ombudsman na dinisisyon na namin. Bakit bukod tangi kaso ni Joel Villanueva? Dahil magsabi kay Ombudsman Remulla na yan si Villanueva, dinismiss yan noon araw ni Ombudsman Carpio Morales. See? At bakit ko bibigyan ng kopya si Carpio Morales ng decision ko, hindi naman party in interest si Carpio Morales. And why should also the office of the Ombudsman at that time in 2019 give Remulla a copy of that decision when Remulla is not a party to the case?
okay,
Ay,
former
nako, itong kaso
former
ito
ombudsman.
ang nag-fight. Yes.
Yeah, if I may, let me go through my questions as well. Here's the thing, you spoke of protection a while ago. Sabi niyo po, pinoprotektahan niyo din yung dignidad nung tao. And this is what people have been saying about your stint as ombudsman when you were still sitting there in that office. They were saying that you were in fact protecting these personalities and you were not there to protect the public's interest. What is your reaction to that? How do you defend yourself from that criticism? Go ahead.
Don't get me wrong. One of the powers or of the mandate given to the Ombudsman is to be the protector of the people. The word people is used in unqualified terms, meaning to say you should protect the rights of the complainant and the rights of the respondent. Kaya hindi ako nagsasalita, it's not because pinoprotektahan ko itong mga taong ito. Per se, pinoprotektahan ko sa kaso, no. Kaya hindi ako nagsasalita dahil wala akong karapatan sirain ang kanilang future. Kasi, okay, I say na nga, sabi ko na nga kanina, sinabi ko na nag-file kami ng kaso o we found this particular person guilty of violating guilty of malversation, sabihin na lang natin. Papatak sa utak ng mga tao na itong taong ito ay nag-malverse ng pera. Paano kung pagdating sa court, sa Sandigan Bay, inakwit itong taong ito? Diba ako ang gumawa ng kinasira ng taong ito? Kasi sabi ko nga, magkaibang degree of proof. Ang sa amin is only probable cause for purposes of filing a complaint or information in court. Once the complaint or once the case reaches the court, a different degree of proof, a higher degree of proof is required, which is proof beyond reasonable doubt. So, pag inakwit ng court, siniraan ko na. Nagsasalita na ako na hindi, guilty yan eh. Nagwaldas ng pera yan eh. Ikinakwit ng court. Ito manim na sa yung utak ng taong bayan na nagwaldas nga ng pera to. Hindi ba siniraan ko yung taong yon? I am not saying I am protecting the guilty. No. Mali yun. That is taken out of context.
How would you...
Ombudsman is supposed to be the protector of the people.
Exactly.
Okay.
So when you talk about, inadvertently, that it will taint the reputation of the accused, but wouldn't being transparent to the people about the whole process from beginning to end,
Yun yung sinasabi ko, yung transparent accountability. Ano po? Ah, hindi raw ito na i-publish yung mga desisyon niya. Kaya marami pong pumupuna. Isa na dyan si Ombudsman Boying Rimulya, yung kasalukuyang nakaupo ngayon. Hindi na i-publish sa mga pahayagan at walang nakakaalam tungkol dito. Yun po ang kini-question eh. Hindi po yun paggawa ng desisyon na i-acquit. Bakit hindi na i-publish? Ano po? Kahit sa Senado, sinabi ni Rumillan na hindi naman siya unfair kay Villanueva. Ngunit, nais lang niyang aksyonan ang 2019 decision ng Ombudsman dahil hindi man lang na i-publish ang kaso sa mga pahayagan. Hindi nga talaga na i-publish. Pero sinagot na po niya na hindi naman lahat daw ng desisyon ay pwedeng i-publish, ay pwede nilang i-publish. Ano po? Hindi, at saka sinasabi niya na ganun din ang ginawa ng Korte Suprema, pati ang Korte Suprema ay hindi naman lahat ng desisyon pinapublish. May mga desisyon silang hindi talaga na i-publish. Ano po? Kaya nga po, ito'y nagdulot ng napakalaking katanungan sa atin. Kahit na itong mga congressman, mga senador, itong media, wala pong alam eh. Ngayon lang po yan lumabas. Kasi po, ito, mga public figure po ito, kailangan malaman ng tao. Yun po ang pinopoint out dito. Kailangan malaman ng tao kung ano ang mga desisyon ng korte, kung sa mga kaso nila, no? Yun lamang po. Para sa akin yun. May sariling pananaw itong ombudsman natin. Hindi naman lahat daw ng mga desisyon niya ay kailangan niyang i-publish. Pero para sa akin, transparency nga kasi nga ito, mga public figure po ito eh. Halal ng bayan. Kailangan pong malaman ng tao ang kanilang mga ginagawa, kung ano nangyari sa mga kasong i-file sa kanila. Kasi nga po halal sila ng tao. Public figure po sila. Okay, pagpatuloy po natin.
wouldn't that also protect the rights of the people? How do you then strike a balance between the two? That this is you're being transparent enough so that the people know of the decision. Ito nga na-dismiss naman.
Let's go back to the basics. Let's go back to the basics. Let's first define transparency. What does transparency mean? Diba? Ano ang ibig sabihin ng transparency? Kailangan ba lahat ng detalye ng kaso araw-araw i-announce namin? Kailangan ba tawag doon, pag mayroon kaming desisyon, i-announce ng ombudsman? Kailangan ba tuwing mananalo ang ombudsman ng kaso sa husgado, i-announce ng ombudsman? Is that transparency? Is that the definition of transparency? Transparency means to say, that my acts are all transparent, my acts are all open to the public. So kung may magtatanong sa amin, tulad ng kaso ni Joel Villanueva, marami nag-request ng kopya ng decision. Binibigyan namin. That is transparency. Wala kami tinago. Kaya kung sinasabing secret decision, nakakatawa. Wala kami secret decision kasi hindi ko lang makuha kung sino yung mga tao. But I know that we had been receiving letters before requesting for a copy of the decision dismissing the case of Senator Joel Villanueva. In fact, that copy of the decision was furnished the Senate President Vicente Soto III. Pinadala namin siya ng kopya ng desisyon. You can check the files of the Senate.
Yeah, and we checked
Nandun
it.
ho yun.
Yeah. Sorry, former Ombudsman,
Yeah.
we're running out of time, and we do need to ask you a few more questions. There's also this criticism that your decision wasn't really a decision, given that, and I know you've answered this already, this is the criticism of some, that it wasn't published, you weren't transparent with the decision, making it a secret decision, and therefore it's just a memo, an internal memo that can be reversed by the current Ombudsman. Your thoughts on that?
Again, I go back to my previous question. That the Supreme Court always announce its decisions. Are all the decisions of the
Okay. Hanggang dito na lang po muna. Marami pong salamat sa inyo. Inyo pong napakinggan ang paliwanag po ni dating Ombudsman Samuel Martires regarding po sa mga inakusahan siyang may secret decision daw po ang nangyari sa kanyang mga pagdidesisyon doon sa kanyang sa kaso po ni Joel Villanueva. Ano po? Kayo na po ang bahala umunawa. Kung mayroon po kayong opinion, feel free. Feel free po kayong maging mag-opinion, no? Maraming salamat po sa inyo sa pagtungha niyo sa aking vlog. Marami pong salamat muli at magandang gabi.